Now student, in this video, we will discuss that what is selection and what is the process of selection. As we have already discussed in our previous videos that selection is the process of choosing a most suitable candidate or individual for a particular job. So this candidate or individual may be from within the organization or from outside the organization. The ultimate purpose of selection is to choose a competent and qualified individual. Now, before going into detail of the process of selection, one must know that selection is the process in which the candidates by employment are divided into two main classes. Firstly, those who are offered employment, and secondly, those who are not offered employment. Now, what is the process of selection? Process of selection includes receiving and screening the applications, then sending the blank application form. Third one is preliminary interview, then administering test. In this, different tests include like achievement test, aptitude test, trait test, interest test, and intelligence test. Then checking references on investigation of previous history. Then final interview, then final selection. Now, we will discuss these steps in detail now. Firstly, receiving and screening the applications. Your pharmaceutical industry have already collected the CVs of the candidates in the recruitment process. Now we are in the selection process. We are in the selection step. So we will first analyze the CVs. We will screen the CVs. We will evaluate either the selected CV is of qualified person or not. If it will be not of a qualified person, we will reject that CV. Now, sending the blank application form. After analyzing the CV, after selecting the CV of a competent and qualified person, you will send him an online blank application form, or you may call him and invite him to your pharmaceutical industry and ask him to fill the blank application form. Now, this application form includes name of the candidate, address of the candidate, his educational qualification, experience, and expected salary. Now, then you will conduct a preliminary interview. So this interview is just to check either the particular person is fit for the job or not. In this interview, you will just analyze his appearance, his attitude, and his behavior. Now, then you will conduct different tests if you want. These tests may include achievement test, aptitude or skill test, trait test, interest test, and intelligence test. Now, after these tests, you may check or you may ask him to provide you the references. You may check the references so that you may investigate his professional history. You may investigate his attitude. So you may ask him to provide you at least 2 references to whom the firm may take a reference, may make a reference. Now, interview. Now, after that, you will make a final interview. You will judge his knowledge. You will analyze his physical appearance again. You will analyze his mental alertness. You will analyze his subject knowledge. Now, these interviews are of different types: direct interview, indirect interview, pattern interview, stress interview, systemic interview or in-depth interview, board of panel interview, and group of interview. We will discuss these types of interview in our next video. Now, after interviewing, there will be a final selection step. On the basis of the previous test and the interviews, you may approve or you may reject the candidate. So these were the 7 steps which were involved in the selection process.